Hello. Hello. Hi. Sorry, shorter than usual intro. Waiting time. Hello. But hello. 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 Oh fuck. What's going on here? Hi everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see you. One sec. One sec. We sorting out this dragon. Hi everyone. Welcome. How have you all been? How you all doing today? It is Friday. It's the end of the weekend. End of the week. It's the end of the week. It's the end of the week. That's Sunday. That's the end of the weekend. It's the end of the week. I hope you've all had good weeks so far. So far, so Um, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say, but yeah, it is Friday today. Weather has been snowing. It's been snowing the last 2 days. I don't mind it. I like it. I like the snow. I enjoy the snow. I like the snow very much. It started snowing like 2 days ago, and um it was snowing overnight. So I woke up in the morning. I love that feeling. Like you wake up in the morning, and there's like you look outside, and it's just like crisp, fresh white snow that no one's touched yet because no one's woken up. I love that. It's it's almost as good as like I don't know if you guys know this, but like you guys experience it, but like um when it snows at night and it gets really bright, but then you go outside and it's very quiet, like it's super super quiet, and it's just it's just very still and very perfect. It's really really nice. I like it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? It's just really nice. Because mornings the snow are dope. They are so nice. And I've got like nice big windows. So like I open my curtains, or well, my curtains open themselves. Um So they open in the morning. That's a really nice touch I have. Like in my house, I've got like these smart curtains. Talking about curtains, I need to buy new ones. Yeah, they open themselves. So and that shit wakes me up. Always wakes me up. And I look at like looking out the window, and it's just like roofs all covered in white. And I was like, oh, it's nice. And I get to stand at the window, have a look out, and it's all nice and crisp and quiet. And you open the window for a bit, and you get that cold chill that comes in. You get that cold chill that comes in, but it's just nice and quiet because all the snow's absorbing the sound and stuff. It's really nice. It's really nice. I like it. That's why I know a lot of people hate snow, particularly people like from down south. Hi Mandy. Oh shit, the head pat's not working. It's always something, isn't it? Yeah. Usually people from down south, like which is I'm a southerner, usually don't like snow because our experience with snow is like it falls, it falls, and because everyone's always awake at like every time down south, but like especially in London, um, it always turns into like gross brown sludge by like 9 a.m. and it's gross. It's gross. I'm not a fan of snow generally. Cold where it makes me sleepy. Okay, reverse Anakin. All right. And it gets everywhere. It's cold. It's hot. It's dry. It's coarse. It's dry, and it gets everywhere. But yeah, I like it. I like it. It's nice. I just like snow a lot. I remember when I first saw like a lot of snow for the first time. Um like a lot of snow for the first time because obviously you get snow down south. We don't get as much as up here, and it was just really nice. Really nice. It means I'm not a dorky loser. Not that much not that much of a reverse Anakin. Geez, don't want to go too far. Right? We don't want to be liars out here, okay, Yeah, I remember seeing it for the first time, and I'm fighting. Nah, you can't do that. Nah. Yeah, the first time I saw really really deep snow, it was I lived up north in England, in the northern part of England, um, and the snow was super super deep, and there was a huge pile of snow, and I don't know, I just not thinking, I decided to like jump head first, chest first, and just absolutely like fucking winded myself. Uh, Worth it though, because I got to dive in snow, but it was, yeah, I like absolutely like winded myself. You know that when you can't breathe. I just absolutely fucked myself up. Hi, madam, welcome in. How you doing? Ah woo, ah woo. But welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was quite fun. It was quite fun. I like it. I love snow. Hi, Maddie. Yeah, I love snow. I love snow a lot. It's so good. It's so nice. It's so nice. So, oh, another thing that happened this morning though. This morning, so I was just, I got up out of bed, just sitting there, and like scrolling my throat on my phone as you do, and all of a sudden, like I heard like my whole house just started to like fucking vibrate and shake. It was like I thought like genuinely I thought it was like an earthquake or something, or like some sort of like heavy machinery was going on. And from the corner at the corner of my eye, I see this like the window, like all of the light. I just saw all of the light disappear, pitch black. I was like, what the fuck was that? Looked out and fucking all the snow from my roof had just slid off. So I was like, it's never happened, like that I know of. Maybe it's happened while I'm asleep, but I've never been awake when it happened. It scared the fuck out of me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? No snow for you in Finland. No snow in Finland. Damn. Or does it usually snow like later in the year? It usually snows around November. Um, Up north, I've noticed in this part of the country, Snowvember. We should call it. We should call it Snowvember. Yeah, I think it's 3 years in a row that I've been here. It's been snow. There is. We can't go out. Oh yeah, you don't want to break your other leg. Yeah. Don't go breaking your other leg. Oh, that yeah, you're in the boot now, aren't you? The broken art for has reached the final boot section. It's November. Push it for groundswell. Groundswell. What's groundswell? Is that when like what is groundswell? Groundswell. What is that? What is that? Usually, I hope it speeds up. Yeah, usually when you're in the boot and you start like you start putting weight back onto it again. Um, um, when you start putting weight on it again, the healing tends to accelerate. Surprising more researchers, a lot of research has now shown that if you once the healing has taken place and once the initial healing process is started, and you start putting weight back on it again, it starts to heal a bit better, a lot faster actually. So if they got you in a boot, that's usually a good sign. That's usually a good sign. So unless you need surgery, we'll see in a month. Yeah, just don't fall over. No snow. No tripping. No somersaults. No running in stilettos. You know, now or in the future. Don't do that. Don't nobody do that. No one run in stilettos unless you're like an absolute like queen. Although, have you seen those clips? No speedster stuff. Yeah, no speedster stuff. Have you seen those videos though, like people doing fucking like backflips and shit? Oh wait, groundswell is business speak for engagement. Oh, okay. Push it for Snowvember. Yeah, TM. Snowvember. TM. Today is the actual day I'm allowed to stand on both feet. Nice, 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 nice. So that's with the boot though, right? That's with the boot, of course. Did you get there's these things I've been seeing. Never seen them before. But people getting like the boots. They get the boot, but then it's like and then there's like this contraption that attaches to their knee and they keep their knee bent at like a 90 degree angle, and you can just walk on the it's like a peg leg, but your leg's behind you. It's quite cool. It's pretty cool. I never seen that before. So I was like, I only seen it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, that's pretty new. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. I want to break my leg so I can try one. I'm not gonna do that. Don't do it. No one else do that. And there are some people out there that would do that. Don't be like those people. Don't be like Maddie and run in heels as well. Oh my god. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Just almost like, ah, I laughed and then like nearly set off my coughing. Holy fuck. I set off a coughing fit. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's very painless if you do. No, don't say that. Don't trick people. Some people will do that. Be like, really? Really? And then they'll throw themselves down the stairs and they'll blame me. And they'll be like, oh, that blue bitch on the internet told me to throw myself down the stairs. And then I'll get sued. And then no more streaming. You know, you don't want that. You don't want that, do you? Unless you do. But, what was I going to say? So, guys, girls, he's and hims, theys and thems, she, hims, she, hers, she, they, all everyone in between, bitches, bros, and non-binary bros. No, does it? Yeah, bitches, hoes, and non-binary bros. Today, I don't want to do any building because my hands actually hurt today. Periods hurt more than broken bones. Damn, ow. Yeah, I've never broken a bone before. Never broken a bone before. I will tell a lie. I broke my nose, but it's not the same. It's not the same. But yeah, I've never actually properly broken a bone. Periods can be crazy painful. I have heard, yes, particularly if you have what the fuck? You know the condition. Why have I forgotten it now? I literally I knew the word like a second ago and now it's gone. Endometriosis. If you have endometriosis, it's also just as bad, where you can have like pain in parts of your body because you have a you have uh, 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 cells that aren't meant to be the cells that are meant to be in your uterus that aren't in other parts of your body, and then it causes pain in other parts of your body. It's yeah, that is like turbo pain. It's not good. It's not good. So if you know anyone then with endometriosis, be very kind and be very supporting and understanding of them, because they're going through it. They're going through it, like actually going through it. Like it's bad. It's just bad. My fucking radiator's dead. One sec. I got this smart radiator. I got this smart radiator valve, guys. Right, and it. I have 4 of them on all of my radiators. I have 4 of them. Excuse me, but this fucking one, it keeps dying. It dies. It dies. Like after 2 days, batteries die like after 2 days, and I don't understand why. Why did I kill your radiator? Because they asked too many fucking questions. Second question: are you a robot needing 4 radiators? Feels like a thing a robot would need. No, what are you talking about? I have 4. Wait, central heating. Do you guys now have like central heating radiators in your house? Maybe this is just like a Europe thing, but like we have like robot. Um, I'm just giving it away now. We have radiators in like every room. HVAC. Ugh. 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 Yeah, no, we just have a central heating. Some people have underfloor. Some people have underfloor. Some people have not. Central air, whole house, hot or cold. Yeah, see here in the UK, because like, I mean, historically, right? Historically, we've only really needed to focus on staying warm. We've only really needed to focus on staying warm. So central heating is usually always enough. Is usually enough. But in recent years, because the planet is about to explode, yeah, not anymore. Not anymore. Fuck. Which is why I'm the proud owner, proud owner, of an air conditioning unit, 12,000 BTUs. That bitch be smoothing that cold air. It's fucking brilliant. It's amazing. I'm part of the 1%. Mm-hmm. The 1%. I think it's like 1%. It's like go someone look it up. Someone Google it. There's like a tiny percentage of the UK actually have like AC, and then even less have like central air systems. Do you know what I really really would like? Hi Betty, welcome in.
Bob.
Welcome in, Betty. You know what I really would like to do though? I would like to do humans are going to kill the planet. No, you know what I mean. I know what you mean. Actually, it won't just make it uninhabitable for us. It will actually make it uninhabitable for any species which have adapted to similar environments like we have. You know, we will just make the planet. It's a song. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, any species that share similar environments to us or is adapted to similar environments to us will also die. So basically, fucking everything. Except algae and bacteria, maybe. Even bacteria might be fucked. Yeah. On. Sorry, I'm just like setting up this. Every time I have to put new batteries in, this whole thing goes crazy. Um. Yeah, I'm part of the 1%. I have an air conditioning unit. Yep, I'm kind of special. But what I really would like to do, I'd love to get one of those wall-mounted ones. Um, we've had a lot of dying events in the planet history. I know, right? We've lost I think it was like 170 different species recently. We've recently lost like massive dying events. Entire just species are just disappearing. The Great Dying. I think we're in isn't it called the Hyolocene? The Hyolocene extinction or Hyolocene period. Hi Leviathan, welcome in. We lost 96% of all biodiverse. Fucking hell. Jesus. We're cooked. We're cooked. We keep finding new ones so it evens out. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we find new ones, but the problem is, like, the environment's destroyed for them, you know? Life adapts to environments, and if there ain't no environments to adapt to, well, if the environment changes faster than life can adapt to it, it dies, basically. JK, you being goofy? Oh, no, that's fair. That's fair. You never know nowadays. You never know nowadays. All the species we have today comes from the 4% that survived 200. Oh, from the what was it? Was it the what is the name of the period? It's literally called the Great Dying, though, right? There's a name for it. What's the name for it? The Permian Triassic extinction event. Is that really it? I'm probably thinking back further. Then what was the one where like 99.9% of all life died out, just like suddenly? Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think it begins with a H. No, I'm thinking of that's the current one. We're in the Hyolocene area, aren't we? What is the other one? Serious extinction. Yeah, I know, but we're currently in one. We are currently in one. We are currently in an extinction event. We are currently going through one. It's official. It's official, boys. We're cooked. We're fucked. The big five. But what's the one I'm thinking of? What's the hold on? The five extinction events. There we go. For some reason it was a Devonian. The late Devonian period is what I was thinking of. So the most recent one was the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction. The Cretaceous Paleogene extinction. That was the most recent one. 66 bajillion million squillion years ago. Million years ago. The end Vorcadian, late Devonian, end Permian, end Jurassic. We got a dinosaur. We got a not dinosaur. We got a wait. Are you a you? I guarantee you're like a dinosaur nerd, and then you know of this stuff as well, right? You were a dinosaur nerd as a kid. I can tell. I can tell. I can smell it on you. Yeah. It's 30 degrees in it is 30 degrees in here. It's 30 degrees in my office. Each major area is defined by its extinction event. Yeah, yeah. True. So we are I think we're in a Holocene. Is it current yeah, so widely considered the current event is called widely considered um among the scientific community is the sixth mass extinction vote, also called the Holocene or Anthropocene extinction. That's sad. Okay, let's move on. Um, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me ask some. Well, we'll ask some good stuff. Let's go 3 streams. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get off this doomer stuff. Let's get off this doomer stuff, guys. All right. It goes 86, 75, 96, 85. 100%, boys. Let's aim for 100%. Let's go for 100%. We can do it. We can do it 100%. Get good. Get fucked, Devonian. Get fucked, Devonian. Get good. You ain't shit. get fucked. Push the moon into the hell yeah. Yeah. That'll show us. Yeah, exactly. That'll show us. That'll teach us a lesson. That'll teach us. That 100% on what? Extinction. Extinction, boys. Extinction. Hi, Mario. Hi, Mario. Welcome in. Delta life has wormed its way miles below the surface. We need planetary destruction. Yeah. That's why the moon. We do the moon. The moon. Speed it up. Yeah. All right, guys. Everyone's homework after the stream. Um. eh, Hello. After the stream, I want you to go outside and get your like most hydrocarboniest hydrocarbon you can find and start burning shit. Okay? Hold on. You guys hear that? Patch, stop it. Yeah, and start burning stuff. Start burning tires. Start burning tires. You know the you can get the fancy fuel that's like more fuel efficient and has like less emissions. Go for the cheap dirty stuff that like pushes out tons of emissions. Start switch to diesel. Switch to diesel. Start coal rolling everywhere. You know, drill baby drill. Okay, all right, we're moving on now. Let's we're moving on now. On to something more positive though. What's a good piece of news that you've had today, guys? Not today or this week. I would get arrested? Hell yeah. Diesel D's nuts? No, Diesel D's dick in your mouth. What? Yeah. Tell me a good bit of news you've had happen this week, huh? Tell me a good bit of news you've had this week or this month or recently. We're out of fossil fuel? Hey, it's just recycling. Exactly, right? Exactly. We're recycling dinos. What's over? I don't see what's wrong with it. They weren't using it. They're not using it anymore. You know? You know? What's wrong? I don't see the problem. Just stop oil. I don't know what you're talking about. Just more oil. Burn it all. I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on for a second. You guys know about Just Stop Oil? Have you heard about them? They're like a political activist group, right? Like a political activist group. and they're like eco kind, well, they're kind of branded eco terrorists, but I'm convinced they're like paid opposition. They're like paid by the oil companies to make eco like um uh um protesting look bad. Help raids. You have raids 636 for Palestine. Hell yeah, base nice man. Hell yeah, that's a nice one. Flash size. What are you talking about? Not for free. Not for free. I don't think so. Not for free. Not for free. But I would not be surprised if it was. If what was? Wait, if what was? Eh? Eh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, that reminds me though. Paid up. Yeah, it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me at all if it was. Um, false flag eco-terrorism to turn the public against them. Yeah, exactly. I'm like tinfoil hat. I don't care even if a carrot's a tinfoil hat. It makes sense, right? Because what eco like a eco focused organization would like actively destroy like would like actively want to gain public support by destroying public like valuable historical like monuments and artifacts and artwork. It's so dumb. Like it's completely counterintuitive. Like how are you going to get any support by throwing paint on Stonehenge, on like priceless art pieces, on like destroying pieces of art in the Louvre? Like what is wrong with you? How are you blocking traffic and stuff? No one's gonna support you. You're just like considered a pain in the fucking ass. I just don't know. I just don't believe in it. I just don't think they're legit. I think they're like paid opposition, man. It would be nice to think, but looking into them, they're just dumb. Oh fuck. You know what? You know that. Have you ever heard this saying? You ever heard this saying? Um, Always assume incompetence before malice because people are far more stupid than they are evil. Although recently I've kind of started to realize that maybe some people are just as stupid as they are evil. Or maybe the stupid is what makes them evil. Maybe it's still true because the stupid is what makes them evil, right? I think that makes sense, right? I read like IQ of half of them are dumber than George Carlin. I don't know who George Carlin is. Or perhaps stupidity is. Ooh, we think we're getting 3D chess with this shit. 3D chess. An old comedian. Wait, George Carlin. Let me Google this shit. Let me Google this dude. Oh, him. Oh, him. Isn't he like? Oh, he's a. Oh, yeah. He's like a. Yeah, he's got dark. He does dark humor, doesn't he? He does like dark humor. He's pretty base though. It's a warning if the IQ is average, then it means half the population is dumber than. I mean, yeah, average literally just means half, right? I'm surprised you don't collect Gundam cards. It just doesn't appeal to me. I've looked at them; they just don't appeal to me. Like I honestly, I'd rather collect the Pokemon. I'd rather collect Pokemon or Digimon. You know, it just doesn't appeal to me in the same way. It's called the American Dream because to believe it, you have to be asleep. Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck! Fuck! Isn't that real? Jeez, it's so real it hurts. That's a quote from him. I feel like I've heard that from him before. He said a lot of really good quotes. He said lot of really good quotes. It's got a. I've only ever seen like clips, but I've never watched a full stand up from him. Maybe I need to watch some. Check some out. Check out some actual one. He's been spitting since he was young. I know. I've seen some old clips of him. I've just never watched a whole stand up of his. pop some of his stand up on sometime. I will. Do you know what? When we have one of those VCs, do you know what we need to stop doing? Because me and my mods, we keep like hanging out in VC, but we keep ending up hanging out in like the mod VC. We end up hanging out in the mod VC, and I keep forgetting to do like to not do that so that like other people in the community can come and join in. So like everyone can join. Because I like having people in VC to hang out with. It's nice. It's nice. We got this like tradition. Well, it's not like a tradition. I think I just forced my mods to watch this guy called Dean Withers debate with me. I don't agree with every position he has, right? I don't agree with every position he has. I just like how the fact he likes like actually some really good arguments against like MAGA supporters and some like what do you call it? And he just like dunks on people and it's really funny. Like a lot of the calls he gets are like the calls he gets are like just like violently stupid, like aggressively stupid. It's just so bad. New stuff. That man has been dead for. Did I say new stuff? No, none of his like. I just like I haven't watched any of his. I just haven't watched any of his older stuff. His newer like his more not say newer stuff. His stuff when he's older. The stuff that he's older. But yeah, he's been like dead 10 years. Oh, Malum. Oh, okay. His old stuff is good as his new stuff. Well, I would say his new stuff would be like when he's older, like because like his old stuff would be back in like the 70s, and his new stuff would be like when he's old, right? Mm. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, he like debates these like incredibly like often quite violently stupid people, and it's very cathartic as well. It's very very cathartic because it's like honestly, in a world where you think like everything is going crazy, everyone is insane, and you feel like you're on your own, right? It's very cathartic, and it's very the young guy with the nice hair. That's so funny. Like that's the description he gets. Yeah, yeah, the young guy with the nice hair. Uh, and it you don't feel as isolated. You don't feel as isolated. You don't like okay, I'm not the only one stuck in a room full of like crazy people. And like, not only am I not the only one, like, he's actively arguing against this shit. And then the comments, he has like 12,000, 15,000, sometimes 20,000 viewers. And a lot of them are pro him. And it's just like, okay, so the world isn't all crazy. Not everyone's gone crazy. They're just making you feel like everyone's gone crazy. And it's a really healing thing. It's a really healing thing. Like even if the conversations get you like so mad, because there's this shit they're saying, it's just kind of healing to see some of these people who get their shit pushed in, because they just like because like it makes you realize that they just have like no way to defend any of their positions. It's yeah. Didn't I say his hair was? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You literally did. You were like, oh, his hair is very fluffy and feathery. He has a mullet recently. He got a mullet haircut recently. If anyone doesn't know this guy, he's called Dean Withers. There's also another dude called Parker. He's also very smart. My personal opinions on him, I find him annoying, but he is also very smart. He is also good what he does. Like so, it's just I find his debate style annoying. So you'd smash? Well, I'm asexual, so I'm not interested. I have no interest in that. I mean, I wouldn't mind cooking him dinner or something, but like, I got no interest in smashing. But but the other guy, is it Parker? Yeah, Parker. I don't know. He's good. He's good. I'd give him a headbat. So that's about it. But yeah, he's good. But like, I don't know. I just find him annoying. Like, go watch some of his debates and tell me what you think. Okay, hold on. Hey Google, stop RoboVac. My fucking robot vacuum cleaner's like, hi, hello. Oh, you've not heard me for a while. How about I come in and disturb your stream? That's how loud it is to me. There we go. Yeah. I'd probably, yeah, pat his head, make him dinner or something. I don't know. Probably argue with him on his like economic policies, to be honest. That's about it. So, oh, hold on. Let me turn on the AC in here. Let me turn on the AC in here. But yeah, I was asking you guys. Uh, the issue I have with debates is oftentimes they are used to legitimize one side of the argument that is not there's no right being legitimized. So I can agree to most to when it comes to so I can agree when it comes to certain subjects. When it comes to certain subjects, like he he doesn't debate certain topics due to like TikTok TOS. But there's other topics where he'll just like kick them, where he'll just like he won't even entertain like he doesn't debate them like they're serious topics. He literally just like I think we saw it the other day. Mamoru was there. We saw it the other day where he literally just bullied the fuck out of this Nazi that came on. Like this guy was just a straight up racist, a straight up Nazi, and then there was a misogynist that came on, right? There was a misogynist guy that came on, and he made him look like a fucking idiot. Like his the way this is the reason why I like watching his debates because he doesn't argue the positions like they're legitimate. Like not all of them. Like the ones that are like genuinely bad that don't need to be legitimized. He doesn't like debate them like, oh shit, this is a real problem we need to deal with. He debates it like, yeah, you guys are fucking idiots. And not only you idiots, you are evil. You're evil. The discussion of ideas should be promoted, but putting someone who has knowledge and the ability to bully their opponent isn't always helpful. We need competent people on both sides. I agree with that. I agree. I do agree. Like I agree that like discussion of ideas should be promoted, but I also think that there is a that as a society we've shied away from a very powerful tool that protects us from bad ideas spreading. And it's the ostracization, it's the social outcasting, the ostracization of people whose ideas fundamentally cannot be conducive to like a good shared a tolerant society. It's the paradox of intolerance, right? You know, if we all have this idea of like we tolerate everyone and everything, even if they're bad people, we end up allowing these bad ideas to essentially take hold in our society and destroy them from the inside out, which is literally what we're seeing today. We have to be able to say there are some ideas that we just have to make fun of people for, not because it feels good to make fun of them, because it teaches it teaches people that these ideas are socially unacceptable. They're not something that people will accept and we will tolerate, you know? They can always find people, it's not ostracization. The problem is that online space, they can, yeah, true, but true. And idiots will always find other idiots to support them, right? But the more that we push this, like, no, it's not about bullying, but like the more that we make it clear that hold on the more that we make it clear that these ideas are just not socially acceptable, these are not socially acceptable at all, that those small circles where they find each other just get smaller and smaller and smaller, you know, where it just it eventually like it dies out. Even if these people hold on to their ideas generationally, their ideas will be just like won't carry on because they'll be so fringe. They'll be ostracized by people. Hold on, let's have a look. exactly, Torrance paradox, blah, blah, blah. There are just some ideas that cannot be debated. I refuse to debate people on subjects who like deserve it. Okay, I agree with that one. This is something I never did. By the way, try to be careful about debating in the chat with each other. But uh, I agree with there's certain things you just. It's not about cannot. It's about should not. Like I don't debate like things like trans rights. I don't debate trans identity. Stupidity used to be painful. It used to be painful, yeah. Now it's just like it's just upsetting. But yeah, I don't debate like trans rights, trans identity, not because I don't have positions that I can defend, but because like I'm not gonna argue whether or not the existence of other people, so like regardless of who they're from, where they're from, like even race, like I barely won't even debate like race realism or people who are fucking like just use the only time I will debate things with race is when it comes to misrepresentation of crime statistics and things like that. But I won't debate anything that has that surrounds the concept of like who deserves rights and what rights do certain people entitled to. I will not debate those positions. I will not do that because the bottom line is my basic of beliefs is that all people are entitled to basic rights, to basic human rights. It's like what's it called? I can't fucking remember. It's a particular philosophy of like moral realism. That's it, moral realism. There's like certain things to do with like existence, like maintaining well-being. Like life is preferable to death, well-being is preferable to suffering. Pain, like suffering is sorry, pain is it's fuck. Pleasure is preferable to pain. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And freedom is preferable to bondage and stuff like that. And so if I can maintain those beliefs, there are certain things I just won't come across. Social media made you way too comfortable and not disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Yeah, yeah. I have a problem with that. I've always had a problem with that idea of like where I don't know if anyone knows about this. I'm not promoting violence. I'm actually not promoting violence here, but like, wouldn't people use like people like Nazi? And some time ago, some Nazi got punched in the face. This was like in New York, in a corner of New York somewhere, and just got fucking like sucker punched. And then people were like, oh, if you punch a Nazi, you're just as bad as a Nazi. Like, wait, you're saying that someone whose ideology believes that only a small group of people that look a certain way and believe a certain set of things deserve to exist, not about like disagreeing with them. They believe that they should be eradicated. You think that person, someone that punches that person, is as equally bad as someone that believes that stuff? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You stop doing rallies. Exactly. Of course he would, pussy. But yeah, there are just certain things I won't debate, and because of principles. And I think that, and the reason why I won't debate those positions is because I think that comes more harm. There's more harm that comes from being willing to debate those subjects than just telling people, no, I don't debate that shit. You fucking crazy. No, those people deserve rights. Everyone deserves rights. Even you, to a certain degree. Even you, even if you're a bigot piece of shit, you deserve rights. I'm not going to argue with you whether or not a certain group of people that you don't like don't deserve rights. Suck my dick, okay? Do you own these cards? Pokemon TCG, Lugia EX, Ho EX, rare Pokemon cards. Do you know what? I don't. I sold it some time ago. So I used to have two really awesome cards. I got the White Flare set, the Pokemon Center one. I pulled the special illustration rare Reshiram, the most expensive card in the set, on the release day. I couldn't believe it. I pulled it and I was like, oh, this is a cool looking card. Didn't even know what it was. didn't even know what it was. Looked it up and I was like, oh, fuck. And checked the price and it was like 600-700, and I sold it for like 250. Sort of like 250. But I was so mad because the person I sold it to, they sent it to PSA and I got PSA 10. You know, oh well, oh well, oh well. And then I had an Ethan's Ho-Oh. I pulled an Ethan's Ho-Oh. I know, right? I pulled an Ethan's Ho-Oh from Destined Rivals. I pulled an Ethan's Ho-Oh and from Destined Rivals. And I sold that for 270. I sold that for like 270. It's now worth 110. Although, thing is that that PSA 10 Reshiram is slightly more expensive than what I sold it for. So, you know, why you sell it? Because I'm not a big fan of the Ethan's Ho. Like, it just wasn't for me. I collect vintage cards. So like I buy the sets because I like the cards. Like I like to like some of the cards and then I sell them on, and then I use the money for the cards I get to buy vintage graded cards. It's like fixing my addiction. The problem with that is the two-pronged bullshit the left has been abusing recently. I wouldn't say the left. I'd say some people within the left, yeah. Or people with left-wing beliefs, but flagging everyone as a Nazi and then trying to justify labels and excuse for violence. Then it was when it was never like, yeah, I agree with that. That is a problem though, that is coming from both sides, where both sides are using arguments, like the right constantly calls people on the left pedophiles, calls them groomers, calls all trans people groomers. It's a problem that happens on both sides, right? Yeah, it's a problem that happens on both sides, but I would say statistically, it's a bigger problem on the right, because like if you look at terrorism, right? Like domestic terrorism, the majority of all I've actually got a graph on my PC. The majority of all domestic terrorism uh is committed by the right. Uh yeah, no, this is the thing. It's like I say both sides is problematic. It's disproportionate by the right. Like the violent crime, the violent harmful rhetoric that leads to people getting hurt is disproportionately represented by the right. Oh shit, what happened? Yeah, it's disproportionately represented by the right. Um, and the data supports it. There's an institution called the CSIS. Hold on, here we go. I'm dropping them facts, boys. Uh, dropping them facts. Uh, dropping them facts. So what I'm saying when I say both sides, right? It is a behavior in order to so it is a behavior that all humans do. We engage in hyperbolic rhetoric in order to justify certain behaviors that are commonly not socially acceptable, right? But there is a factual disproportionate representation of one side committing more crime than the other. So, for example, we have. Oh, can you even see this? So, I don't know about the UK, but in the US, it's tending to make anything remotely left wing removed from those stats. Uh, it's tending to make anything. Yeah, no, that. None of this is. So the CSIS is an independent body that actually collects all left wing data. There's no such thing as an anti left wing bias. This is just literal data that is collected from politically motivated crimes, and that's politically motivated violence basically. So and there's no data to support that. If there was like this vast conspiracy to cut out left wing see left wing violence, we would have other sources being able to present data to the contrary. But there never is. There never is. There's always this like vague claim that somehow the left are just left out of all data when it just doesn't work that way. Like for example, some people try to say that like, oh, the BLM riots, they were a perfect example of left-wing violence. But the problem is this data from the CSIS included data from the BLM riots. And the problem is with the BLM riots, they weren't acts of terrorism. 97% of all of the protests that happened regarding to the BLM riots were sort of BLM event were peaceful. We had a 3%. We had a 3% of them were violent, that turned violent, and most of them happened as a result of as a police reaction to the crowds and opportunists taking advantage of a situation, and it going south. It went from true protesters, being protesters who are there, to just people who wanted to like take an opportunity to spread violence and stuff, you know? So like I know a lot about this subject. I've done a hell of a lot of research on it, and the 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 idea that that just these sources are these sources try their best to make sure that they don't include left-wing data is just it's just not founded. It's just no found. There's nothing that supports it really. There's nothing that supports it because like you'd be able to look at like you'd always be able to look at like arrest data, like raw arrest statistics, always. But if you let 3% of a large enough group take advantage of the situation without protecting your own, it's a problem. I don't really understand the argument there. If you let, because no one lets a riot happen, right? No one lets a riot happen. Riots just happen, right? They just happen. They're not like something that people allow. They just happen. They spiral out of control due to like crowd behavior and group think, right? And the riots aren't something that's often supported by these people that go to the riot, go to the that go to the protests. But it says nothing. It's a yeah. I don't understand the point because like riots happen. No one's since similar events. If someone gets out of hand, other protesters keep them in check. But that's the thing. That's what happens with riots. You try your best to keep people in check, right? And that's why 97% of them were peaceful, and just that 3% got out of hand because no matter how hard you try, it's like the same thing with police. Like, no matter how hard you try to control a crowd or you try to correct behaviors, sometimes shit just gets way out of hand. People who are agitators come with weapons, people who come with, you know, people who come with bad intentions are just far more dangerous than those who are not there for bad intentions. And what usually happens is that people that are there for good things go home, leave, because that's the safest thing to do, you know? That's because white people I think everyone's crazy, man. Everyone's fucking crazy. Well, not everyone is, but everyone can be crazy. Everyone can be crazy. Like groups, crowd behavior, crowd think is just, it's never doubt the stupidity of like a crowd. Hold on, let me get this off the screen. Hold on. The one that always breaks the people who try to misuse statistic and claim they're biased, 82% of serial killers are white. Well, here's the thing, right? Okay, so you know that 14th, you know the 13th, the 1455, 1355, whatever it is, right? So a lot of people do quote that, right? And that data is usually based off arrest statistics. But what they don't include is that black areas are disproportionately more policed than white areas. So a lot of crime data proves that people of all demographics typically commit crime at the same rates. It's just the arrests are done at higher rates due to the higher levels of policing. But here's another interesting point. Black Americans make up 14%. 14% of the population, but account for nearly 85% of exonerations for false convictions. And that's not just like false convictions because they messed up paperwork. That's like the majority the majority of the shit, ad break. The majority of the reasons why these were overturned was because of like actual intentional incompetence. How did you know this was coming? Well, it's a good thing to know about these facts, man. So yeah, they talk about the majority of arrests, but leave out the fact conveniently that they also that people of color also make up the majority of false convictions and overturning of being falsely convicted. If you look into it, it's because white people are more systemically advantaged to have the means and resources to commit crimes and to have resources to cover them up. But I mean, yeah, that would make sense considering that like certain demographics have, on average, have a higher socioeconomic standing. Yeah, yeah. But honestly, I'm all about like being real with the facts, uh, being real with the facts, being honest, fact checking stuff, and just being honest enough to like say, hey, look, sometimes people shit get out of hand, Anyway, we got ad break. We got an ad break. We're gonna go. Fucking hell, interesting discussion. I do apologize, for getting shit a bit crazy. So after the ad break, we'll come back. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna play some. I don't know. We'll play some games. We'll play something. We'll do something. We'll yap some more. And then yeah, I'll see you after the break. So go grab something to drink, have a walk around if you can hear me, and we'll see you in just a bit. No, not end. No, BRB. We want the BRB. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Right, we're gonna take a moment to unwind, guys. That was cool. I like that. It was a nice. We had a nice, cool discussion. It's we got cool. We got a cool variety of positions. Got a cool variety of positions. I respect everyone's positions here, as long as you're not like a fucking Nazi. But yeah, Malin, you brought up a good point about how like certain establishments. It's like what happened here in the UK. We had the left wing party win, They were called the Labour Party, but they instead of like going towards their base, which is more left, they ended up going really far, really right wing, which is weird. Like economically, they went very right wing. Even policy though, even in policy, they went social policy. They went really right wing. Pred. No? Okay. Right? Okay. There's only one D. There is a word in there that I think, but I don't know if I don't know if I want to write it. They wouldn't put this in there, would they? Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna type that. You see it as well, right? I'm not. They wouldn't have that, right? They wouldn't. Would they? No. I'm not. I don't want to be the one to do it. I don't want to be the one to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We have to know. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not being the one doing it. I'm not having my name up there. Choco Blue found. Yeah, no. Fucking no. But welcome in, everyone. Good call. Welcome in, everyone. What? Yeah, why would they add the word? God damn it. God damn it, Ethel. Well, welcome back. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I was going to say, that was a good conversation we had. Good conversation. I do apologise. Sorry if anything got a little bit heated with anyone. You just try to remember, guys, in chat. We have discussions. We can have discussions. And we can hold to our positions, right? Just remember to be respectful, and chill. I like politics. I like politics. I like having discussions. I like having disagreements and stuff. I know when I was younger, and I would have a political discussion, that I'd easily get really heated. Right? And I get it, because like a lot of these positions are like really important to a lot of people. A lot of these beliefs are really, really important to like who you are as a person, right? And there's some really good counterpoints. Like Leviathan, like you made some good points about how like crowds should make the effort to ensure to protect their own, right? To protect their own, to make sure that like these things don't happen, and they do. Like we saw with those BLM riots, like 97% of them were peaceful, right? 97% of the time, people were able to do it. Just 3% got out the fucking hand. Shit happens. Sometimes police do shit, piss people off. Sometimes people get way too mad, and people just dip. The ones that could have the ones that would usually be the ones to help just have to dip because it's safer for them. You like that on 3/4 of your monitor? Look, wait. You like that? Uh-oh. Huh? 10 out of 10 no notes, hell yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is my final form, everyone. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is my final form. 2% chibi, 98% ring. True. Look how tiny I am. Why is it doing this? Why do that? Why do that? Why do that?
The seal has been broken.
Did you pee? Hold on, let me see if it... Chibi. Does it fix it? Nope. What if it just gets bigger? What if it just gets bigger? Oh, it did just get bigger. It just made it bigger. It just made them bigger! It just made them bigger. It just made them bigger. They're just bigger. It actually just made them bigger. Hold on. Yeah, it did. It just made them bigger. No, you don't. Hold on. Wait. Alright. Wait, hold on. Let's go back to the normal model. Why was I so big? Why was I... Whoop. Wrong kind of stream. It's not that kind of stream. They're just bigger. Oh, of course they're just bigger. Mine's always bigger. So, yeah. Yeah, good chat. Good talk. Good talk. I try to... It's fun... Do you guys ever think it's kind of funny, though? Like, you're watching me, and I'm just like this anime... Burp. Excuse me. I'm just like this anime girl, blue butterfly girl, talking about, like, really serious political shit. Hi, tee hee. I'm an anime girl. I'm a blue butterfly. Tee hee. The socioeconomic standing of people of color is disproportionately negative. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Here I am at second monitor looking up at horse racing management games. Oh! Someone asked me about Uma Musume. Someone asked me about Uma Musume. Who was it that asked me about Uma Musume? I think I will play it at one point. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you. So yeah, guys, okay, because like you hold on. Wait, I think this is important. We need to like get in. Hold on. Wait. I need to get in real close. Okay, so right. So you played that for the charity event? Oh, right. So talk about charity events, right? Okay. So on the 28th, on the 20th, are you listening? Are you guys listening? Listen. On the 28th, for 3 to 5 days after the 28th, we have a fundraiser going on. A fundraiser. And it is going to be for disaster relief for Typhoon Tino that happened in the Philippines. It was inspired by my friend who, no, you got to listen hard. What the fuck? Yeah, we're raising funds for survivors of, let's a bit more seriously though. Hold on, I can't take ourselves seriously like this. So yeah, we're raising money. Hold on. All right, this is not that kind of stream, okay? Yeah, we're raising money for survivors of Typhoon Tino on the 28th. We're going to be streaming for about 3 to 5 days. I'm going to try to go for 5 days. Let's just say 5 days. Fuck it, we're doing 5 days. We're going to be streaming 5 days. And the reason why it's 5 days is because the average typhoon lasts 3 to 5 days. And during that we'll be playing games, do all sorts of challenge, maybe open Pokemon cards, all sorts of stuff. It'll be really cool. There'll be challenges, there'll be like donation goals for later streams, all sorts of things. It'll be fantastic. But not only are we donating, so we're going to be donating money to a charity called Anghat Buhay, but we're also going to be doing a secondary side donation for the family member of a very close friend of mine in the Philippines. Their name is Cutiani. They're on Twitter. You can go follow them. Cutie_Hani on Twitter. She doesn't stream, though. Does all of my art. She designed my 3.0 model. She's designed all of the emotes. You see most of the emotes except the ones with the white outline. She's designed all of those emotes. She's incredibly talented. She's going to be doing like overlays for me, and her aunt was unfortunately her home was just devastated, devastated by the devastated by the typhoon. I've got some pictures actually. Um, I've got some photographs. That's just dead. And I got some video actually. Just absolutely devastated by it. And hold on. And so I wanted to do a fundraiser, a separate fundraiser, specifically for her, because even if sometimes people may not want to like donate to like charities they don't understand, but then this one is going to a human being. This is like going to a real person that they're willing to like there's a face to the story. There's like this is like real people that have been affected. Look at this. This is all like after the typhoon. Like, then this is their home, just like their home, just completely devastated, like absolute devastation. Like I can't imagine the level of loss that some people are feeling, that could be experiencing here. It's just, yeah, it's just like I couldn't imagine. Like I mean I've faced homelessness. Like I actually was homeless for a little bit. I lived out of a hotel for some time, but the thing is I still had shelter. I still had somewhere to go. Well, these people do have somewhere to go. They do have some shelter, somewhere to stay safe. Um, you know, but their homes are just where all their things are. It's all, here we go. They're all just, it's all just gone. Like it's all destroyed by mud. And this is recent. This is recent. They're still cleaning up. It happened 2.5 weeks ago, and they're still cleaning up. Still, it's just because the worst thing is about after a typhoon, right? Especially when you get this kind of flooding, is that the water level stays like that for pretty like for a pretty long time, for at least a couple of days. The water levels stay really high for several days afterwards. Um, and then you're left behind with just like mud and sewage and like dead animal carcasses, people, it's devastating. Living and property damage, having to replace household clothes. Yeah, pictures and memories, and just so much is lost. So instead of just like donating to like a faceless, nameless company, well, there is a name, but you know what I mean. Just like a faceless, nameless organization. They are a non-governmental organization. There is also going to be the option for us to donate and raise money for my friend's aunt who was directly impacted by this. There'll be more. There'll be more details on it. There'll be more details on it. They're willing to give a story. They're willing to share pictures of themselves, the house and stuff, just so that like you guys know that this is like a legit person, and we're like actually supporting someone for a good cause. At the end of everything, I'm going to be showing receipts. All the donations will be going through Tiltify, so it's all going to be done through Tiltify. So you guys know that this is like on the up and up. It's all legit. It's all like above board, if that's the word. Yeah, it's all above board. We're doing this straight shooting, and we're just trying to help people. We're just trying to help people, and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Yeah. So on the 28th, we're gonna be streaming for 5 straight long days. It's gonna be a brutal one. It's gonna be brutal, but it's also gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, exactly. All your payment information is protected. You'll have the option to donate through PayPal, Visa, and Mastercard. Yeah, so all your payment information is safe. All your donations are guaranteed to go to where they're promised to go. I'll be showing all the receipts and everything. So just I wouldn't be like fucking doxing my name and shit, but you know, So yeah. The weather this year has been so awful. Like this, It's been bad, man. It's been real bad. But it's gonna be good. We're gonna bring back some happiness to some people. And then yeah, we're gonna play things like Uma Musume. We're gonna do like punishment wheels, so you guys can make me play bosses of games that I've played before, or like make me play an hour of a game that is just absolutely punishing me. Is absolutely punishing. Just you know what I mean. We're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna have fun with it, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun, and you're gonna love it. And if you don't love it, I'll punch you in the dick. And if you don't have a dick, I'll fuck your mum. There. I'll give you one and then punch you in it. I'll buy you one, send it to you, come to your house, punch the dick, and then run away. But obviously, if you can't, obviously, I can understand that. Like, not everyone's going to be able to donate. Not everyone's going to be able to give money to certain causes. Like within your means, within your means, you can share the streams. You can, I don't know, retweet posts I do on TikTok, on Twitch. Repost TikToks I do. Just anything that helps. Anything that helps. You know. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time for game. No, my genitals. That's you. Don't punch. We'll see. We'll see. You give me a reason to. All right, guys. So geez, my mic keeps peaking, isn't it? Is that just me? I think it keeps peaking. Hey Google. Uh, hey Google. Turn off the air conditioner. All right, I turned it off now. You won't. Okay, cool. Peaky mics. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be good week. So games. We're gonna be playing some games. We're gonna play a game. I'm not really sure what game to play though. I'm not really sure what game to play. Guys. Um, I was thinking we could play something more relaxed, but you guys can take part in, like Frostpunk. Frostpunk. It's pretty chill, pretty laid back. Jubius, hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. You just missed us talking about the charity stream on the 28th. Charity stream on the 28th. It's gonna be good. But yeah, so we got a choice of games. We have Ixion. We have we got Ixion. That's a colony management game.
So fucking based all the time.
Yep.
It
is hard. It is hard being based. Yeah. So we got Ixion. There's loads of other games, so these are just the only ones I feel like playing today. We got Ixion, we got Frostpunk, and then we've got Metal Gear Solid Delta. Yeah, we got Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater. So out of those three, which would you like to see me play? I'm not doing any gun building today because my hands hurt, my fingies hurt. My fingies. Delta? That's your vote? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just do Delta. Oh, Ixion. Ixion is a sci-fi colony management game. Where you are managing a space station called the Tycoon. Then there's Frostpunk, which is also a colony management game set in a steam Zomnos. Oh, okay. So it's good to see you. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Welcome. Welcome in. Yeah, and then we got what's it called? Those two. Hell yeah. Hope you're well. I'm good. I'm doing good. I hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. The last one you didn't hear. And then Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So it's the remaster, not even a remaster, it's a remake of the Metal Gear Solid 3. Should you guys want to do that one? Heck yeah. Okay, let's do that. All right, I'm down for it. The remake is really good. Yeah, I started playing it. So, yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll do that then. Metal Gear, great franchise. I know, right? Because Okay, what we can do, because what we'll do as well we're gonna call it a charity-a-thon, okay? During the charity-a-thon, because it's just gonna be non-stop streaming. It's not like a list of different streams. It's not like separate days of streams. It's 5 days straight. We go in 5 days straight. Straight. We raw dogging that shit. Probably one of your favorite game openings. Oh, me too. Such a great vibe. Ooh, Dragon Ball Z. All right. Okay. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Let's do this. Let's change the name. The Butterfly. Let's do the Butterfly eats snakes with Snake. What do you think? Is that a good title? Pro Dog is going to be raw, I know. Some sacrifices have to be made, though, you know? Some sacrifices have to be made. Right. I did test this. I did test this a while ago. I did it on in the Discord. So we will start a brand new story. Okay.